Right, this is where it all starts. No inherited farms, no stock barns, no easy money. Just 10 acres carved into the steep mountains of the Palatinate forest and $200,000 of debt hanging over our heads. The land is brutal, dense forest, tight terrain, and heavy elevation changes everywhere you look. There's no flat ground waiting for us. Every pasture will have to be cut into the hillside. Every road will have to be carved through trees. Every build will be a fight against the terrain itself. And we're doing it with no shortcuts. No quick money tricks, no unrealistic boost, no skipping the grind. The goal? To turn this rugged mountain forest into a fully functioning cattle and horse ranch, built completely from scratch. That means clearing the land by hand, working around steep slopes, and slowly shaping something that actually fits the landscape. We'll start small. Bare minimum equipment, a rough piece of land, just enough to survive. From there we grow, cutting pastures into the hills, building access roads through the forest, bringing in our first cattle, expanding into a full horse operation. Every dollar matters, every decision matters. Out here, the train doesn't forgive mistakes. If we mess up, we feel it. If we succeed, we've earned it. This isn't a fast playthrough. This is a hard-earned mountain ranch build. Welcome to Palatine
All right,
Forest.
let's go check out our property. So, a couple quick little rules. Doing everything ourselves, so solo gameplay, no hired help, and we don't have like super strength, can't use auto load, all of that normal stuff is out the door. We do have our big loan, and we still have about $34,000 from that $200K after we bought this property, so that's pretty good. And my goal is just to show everything with, there'll probably be a bunch of time lapses, so we're going to get up here and see what this property entails and see what kind of tractor and trailer we have up there. Where do I go? I'll see. Oh my goodness. Alright, so we'll just cut this guy here. And then we'll cut this guy here. Alright, well, we got those out of the way, so let's roll on back to our Jeep, and we got a winch, so we're going to pull this out. We're going to lasso this guy. And I think, no, we are going to drop our travel little camper, and we're just going to pull this guy out of the way. Hopefully. We got way back up in these woods by ourselves, so we gotta make sure we're careful. Don't let nothing bad happen to us. Let's see, peek at this. Now we can go move the other one. Let's see. So we did bring our AR with us just in case we run into some bears, or if we want to get some deer for some dinner or something, we can handle some business. Alright, here's this other one. We're gonna pull out of the way. So let's hook this up and attach it there. And same thing, we're just going to ride it out of the woods. It's our path. Kind of still in the woods, so not to go to the woods. Alright, there we go. So hook this fella. And now go back and grab our camper and continue up the path. And here we go. We got some more trees in the way. So definitely don't know whose land this was, or whose land we're on, or who owns this trail. But hopefully they don't mind that we are making a way. But I guess if someone asks who did this, it'll be us. But maybe we can get lucky, get this wood loaded up, keep it, and then nobody will know. There's be some trees missing. This tree's kind of waving back and forth, it looks like. I can cut this off at the ground. We can, so it's out of the way. And what about this guy? Same issue here. Alright, I'm just going to pull these out to the side so we can get through and get up to our property and check it out. looks like we've made it to the plot of land we purchased. Oh dang, this is a pretty good sized little chunk of land up here that they already cleared out. So we definitely made some money on some trees here. Got some nice grass going. In this little area at least. That's pretty sweet. Looks like there's a bench. Nice, let's check out this bench. Dang. Let's put a little bench out here. Must have been when they like drink their coffee, watch the sunset or something. And didn't get much backstory with the fella who used to own this. Started clearing it out, but we're gonna make it work. Let's go over here. Alright, so it looks like there's a little tree, like a tree. What are they called? I don't remember. Little hunting thing. And then this looks like the tractor and trailer that they had that came with the property. So a little front loader on it, little Fiat Universal 650. So a nice little small tractor. They got a big old weight on the back. And then they got a pretty nice little trailer. So not too shabby. Oh, I wonder if this is one of the ones that have the crane on it. You know, like the ones that kind of load it, like you could get. This one just doesn't have the loader on it. Pretty nice, so that's good. I don't know what we need to do. Oops, that's a tree. So we gotta find a place to put our camper for now. And I think, man, I don't know. The hunting blind, maybe back it up over here. We don't want to block the roadway. We don't want to block the grass. So I feel like we're going to need to mow that. Try to make some silage or something to make some income. But that seems like a problem for a different day. I'll just back this fellow up right here for now. Kind of out of the way, kind of under the tree. I don't know how the storms are going to be, so hopefully not too bad. Alright, so got our camper. Made it up here to our plot of land. And now we got to figure out a plan. Let's just park real fast. Alright. Okay, so we'll kind of look at our stuff. So we got a $200,000 loan. All of this stuff. So we did start from scratch, but it still had a bunch of property. Like it still had all the tractors and stuff that come with the map. So we sold all that stuff. We bought the new vehicles. And then this is our property. So that's what the property cost. And then we got our $200,000 loan. So we got $34,000 left. So that's where we're starting this adventure at. In debt, we're just using the stock loan system, and I'm not 100% sure how we should be handling this grass. Like, do we just start cutting trees? Do we mow and see how this comes back and maybe do some silage work? Let's see here. Go to the store. Let's just see how much some stuff is. Mowers. Well, I guess baling first, right? How much is a baler? 100,000. 2,000, that's pretty good. What is this guy about? Doesn't take much horsepower. 150 kilometers, so that's pretty good. Same size. 125. These do 180. Okay, this one does a couple different ones. Super old school, but that might not be too bad to get us going. So we can get a little baler. We need a mower. How much are mowers? Not too bad. Got this one for like 15. A little pull behind. See what else we got in here. 25. It's kind of expensive. 22. Kind of expensive. This one's 20. 4 meters. Not too bad. All the Pottinger stuff. We can't really get a big one anyway because I don't know how much horsepower our tractor has. So we'll look at that. Let's see. Vehicles. Our little tractor has 90 horsepower. So we can't go big anyway. What does this require? So this is 75 horsepower. 90. This one doesn't have a horsepower number on it. 85. All right, so then we need a wrapper. So we got any cheap wrappers? This one's 16,000. This round, pretty good. How much is that? 34. I'm not gonna use the Colossus stuff. So we can do this. So what's 16 plus? Let's see. That'd be 36. That's more than we have. So it looks like I think we're just gonna start cutting trees and figuring out what to do from there. So let's see. Let's see where our property line is. All right, so it looks like it's between the two paths, the grass field and then between the paths. So yeah, I think we are just gonna start cutting trees. Oh no, look at this monstrosity. These are a pain. I wonder if we just leave it for now. Let's see. Let's check some deets. Oak volume 24,000 liters. That's a big beast. Yeah, we might leave that for now, but I'm just gonna start cutting trees and seeing what we could do. We also need a stump. Oh, yeah, mulcher sometimes. Let's see. We got a forestry probably. Yeah, mulcher. So 23,000, not too bad. Yeah, so we're just gonna start getting to work. I do have a forestry helper thing. You figure out how to set up these. Maybe sit here pretty good. I don't actually know. I guess we're trying to find out. We have to look at this. I mean, they'll try to figure out what it will be at some point. Let's see how this guy runs. We have not used this yet. Sounds pretty. It's in really good shape, so I definitely feel like the guys that used it, but took care of it. But it's definitely an older model. We're gonna see if this will hook up to here. We'll let it. Yep, nice. We're gonna bring this trailer out. Listen to some burr. Not the biggest trailer, but it's pretty good. I mean, it's freaking sweet. Will definitely help us get started. Glad we got it in the purchase of this field. All right, so we're gonna kind of use that to measure for now. So the method I use is with the tip. So here, let's go 1, 2, 3. Yeah, so about 3 paces sideways. 1, 2, 3. Boom. I think that's just the way we're gonna do it for now. And it looks like, oh, it shows our current value of wood. Do this one in half, I guess. So it looks like this piece right here is bad, worth 132 bucks. This one's perfect and acceptable, 222 bucks. So we might not get a ton of money, but I mean, it's what we have to do until we can afford the stuff we need. And yeah, let's see here. Let's get this open. Am I gonna open? Oh, there we go. Oh, I feel like an idiot. Alright. Listen to this little lady purr. Oh! Alright, so. Let's see if we can get under this. Alright. Looks like we did not trim this up all the way. So we will do that now. Alright. And now we got a little teeter-totter fella. Let's get this into the trailer. Hopefully. Yep, fail. That was horrible. Can we pick this up? Oh, we can. How much does this one weigh? 84 kilograms. I wonder if we should lower that. Well, let's see. Slow it down. Guess how that works? Strap it maybe? Once we get it in here better. I feel like this trailer might not be the best thing. I guess that's not too bad. Feel like that, throw a little strap. Alright, I'm just going to get to work and get this loaded up.
shut me up, I swear. You could just walk on by me, or you could stand behind me. It's fine if you think I'm ugly, just as long as you still love me. Is it too much to ask to wanna be adored? Is it too much to ask to not wanna be ignored? Is it too much to ask? Is it too much to ask? Will someone tell me if I'm too much? I know you don't want to. Maybe we could try. If you go, I have to say what's on my mind.
Alright, so we are going to see how much money we get for this wood. I don't feel like it will be a lot, but something's better than nothing. I definitely cut these way too small for this trailer, and it looks kind of silly, but you know, we gotta learn. So we got $4,100, $4,100 there, which isn't too bad. Not the greatest, but we'll take it. And so we just got to do that a few times, try to get enough money to get the stuff to do the grass, and get that baled up, and then pay off our loan and try to get enough money to buy some more land so we could try to get some cattle placed. I guess that's the word. Yep, don't know what that says, but that's pretty cool. Nice little detail, just chilling out here, up pretty high. Probably let people know where they need to go.
Trigger this gun. so good today. I guess I'll have to find some other way. I can't think clear anymore. I am beaten to the core. And on 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 and on. On and 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 on. Well, I don't look so good today. I guess I'll have to find some other way. I can't see clear anymore. I am beaten to the core. And on 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 and on. On and 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 on. I can't hear the words you say, and I'm not following you. I can't hear the words you say, and I am through with you. You don't look so good today. I guess you'll have to find some other way. You can't think clear anymore. I have beaten you once more. And on 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 and on. On and 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 on.
Alright, let's see if we get some more money this time from our last one. There we go. Yeah, that's not bad. Almost 7,000 that time. So that's good. We do not. So I think we're gonna go buy a mower and a baler, just to get that going real fast. And then, so we'll probably, oh, that means we gotta drive the tractor down there, I think. We're gonna try not to. But, oh, that is not a turn. Looks to be someone's house, maybe?
forsaken home, with the skies above and a fire in my bones. I leave behind the lies I've told. You can find me in the wilderness, raising up the dreams I've lost. My feet upon the ground and my heart broke open wide, with nowhere left for me to hide. And I will sleep under the stars till the walls cry my name. And I will not be afraid, 'cause I know the sun will rise again. I will make friends with the devil, giving back for what he takes. And I'll shake myself from the chains as the day breaks.
Alright, so this is the baler we got. It is 150 centimeters, so that's what we'll do. Super old school, but it was within budget. And this is our mower we got. Not very big, but it does have this little grouper in the back, so hopefully it puts everything in nice little rows for us. We'll have to drive our tractor down to get this fella, but I think we could pull this fella up right now. We don't have a wrapper, which is okay for now, but hopefully we can get one sooner than later, so we can sell some silage. Then the only other thing we will need is that little wrapper and a little trailer to haul the bales with to the sell point.
You can find me in the wilderness, drinking from the river stream, with my hair undone and the dirt under my nails, a hunter searching for the thief. you left you by my side. I tried so hard to find it. So much can't hurt that we can't see, and I don't wanna hide it. Searching for your love, and so to our needs, keeping time these love visions. Close my eyes, I close my eyes, I close my eyes, I close my love vision. Open my eyes, open my eyes, open my eyes to you. Created smoke and prayer, I hope you hear me. Drink the water, box on my chest, searching inside a feeling. Open my heart, open my soul, best lies provide healing. Dream to find the only soul that puts my soul at ease. The love vision. I close my eyes, I close my eyes, I close my eyes, I close my love vision. Open my eyes, open my eyes, open my eyes to you. Looking for an angel, be my saving grace. Feel so alone inside this place. Made a potion and I said a prayer for you, hoping that I will find love that is true.
Alright, so we made up. We're going to do 2 on Monday. This is what. And that's how we so they'll dress. Or we're going to do a looks of trees and yes. Hopefully it groups it good enough where why is it not? So that's that. Okay. Swath drop it. There we go. Oh yeah. I guess we didn't need that expensive thing on it, so it doesn't seem like it's doing anything. But whatever. We got it working. We're gonna get this all milled up super quick.
Love vision.
closet's empty. If you're the first person to find me, just don't tell them what you see. So I think that I might make up for lost time that we wasted. So next time our paths realign, we'll catch up on past lives and laugh about these childlike things, like fights and bickering, first dates and paper rings, and all these childlike things. What if we were meant to be this whole time? Just miss the signs, imagining a world where we made it out alive. Didn't waste no time. I kinda wanna do this, but I don't know if you feel the same way. Should I tell you how I feel or just dance around it? I kinda wanna take us down that road, but I don't know where it goes. Should we dance around it? And all these childlike things, like fights and bickering, first dates and paper rings, and all these childlike things. They say there's a girl who lives on the moon, takes lunar walks in the afternoon. She hums to the stars in celestial spheres, plants quiet thoughts where no one else hears. She dances in craters where Tycho rays roam, her feet barely touching the dust she calls home. Heart beating the earth, she is close but always far away. Curtains in the gray learn to bloom now. She's growing lilies on the moon. She watches the earth from a tidal lock ledge, far from the noise and the gravity's edge. She moves with the rhyme of the galaxy's sprawl.
Okay, so we're gonna sell this lawnmower, and we're gonna just buy a different one, hopefully. I keep trying to use the side kind of lawnmower stuff, and I just can't do it. I do not have the skill set to be able to do that. So unfortunately, we're just going to have to buy a different mower. We're gonna do it since we're already here. As well as we'll probably just have to buy a windrower at some point as well. Let's see what we can find that's kind of cheap. Like, I think the side ones wouldn't be too bad. Like one that just kicks up to the side, but we could also just do like a front one, which would probably just be best. So this is what, 3 meters, 3.1. It's 3.4. Yeah, we'll grab this guy. Looks pretty good. Alright, we'll just bring this back up to the shop, and then We'll have to come back at some point to pick up the thing that does Balin.
Secret she waters where no one else goes. No signal to follow, no tether to trace. She floats through the static in infinite space. Heartbeat in the air. She is close but always far away. Curtains in the gray. Learn to bloom now. She's growing lilies on the moon. Build a rocket to go and we'll see her. That's what falling in love is for. Build a rocket to go and we'll see her. That's what falling in love is for. Build a rocket to go and we'll see her. That's what falling in love is for. Build a rocket to go and we'll see her. That's what falling in love is for.
Did you ever get that picket fence that you wanted? The old American dream, so unduly vaunted. The perfect mom, 2.4 kids. All this is yours if you keep your feelings hidden. Did you make that choice to live a life haunted? Haunted by the feelings that promised alienation. Haunted by the rules passed down for generations. Haunted by the faith that taught of ruination. Haunted by the family you saw as your foundation. When we met you were so young, full of promise. A tradition weighed down on you as an illness. You couldn't yet be open and free. You only shared your doubts with me. We waited so long for you to say something honest. Did you ever get that picket fence that you wanted? The old American dream, so unduly vaunted. The perfect lawn, 2.4 kids. All this is yours, your true feelings hidden. Did you make that choice to live a life haunted? Haunted by the feelings that promised alienation. Haunted by those rules passed down for generations. Haunted by the faith that taught ruination. by the family you saw as your foundation. Got that white picket fence that you wanted, a new American dream for the newly undaunted, the perfect lawn, 102 kids, a bold paradise where we all could live, so no one ever has to live a life haunted.
Mr. Hennessy, lovely to see you. Whipped cream on the mountain top, snow fell everywhere. Warm light coming from the drop made my senses clear. It was late that night, but the stars shone bright and the smile was on the moon. And it's
remember seeing that bridge for the first time when I was 20 and on the run. The triumph of the dreams of mankind shining in the golden sun. Well, I was in awe like everyone who traveled all across the world. But my life was coming undone, spinning like a tilt-a-whirl. Tilt-a-whirl, I'm on a tilt-a-whirl. Tilt-a-whirl. Settled into a hard life, I was barely getting by. No matter how hard I tried, hand to mouth and chasing eyes. No, I saw that bridge almost every day. Its beauty was lost to me. All that work and no play, I was dying to be set free. Be set free, I wanna be set free. Be set free. Be set free, I wanna be set free. Be set free. I was still young when I met you, and that bridge was just a bridge. You opened up my...
Alright, I feel like we got a really good load here. So hopefully it'll be a bit more money. Let's see. Sell it. Only 10,000? I thought that was a way better load. That is very unfortunate. I wonder if we need to like make sure we get it farther into the area or what, but where are these not sold? $20. Boop, 17. Nice. Alright, so we got a little bit more money. We just have to keep don't understand why. Just work mode. Interesting. I don't know what that means. I'm just trying to get this fellow level, but for whatever reason it doesn't go up and down when it's on. That's close enough. Alright, well, let's get back out there and do it again. We could always buy a little sawmill, put it up there, but not really interested in making a bunch of wood and stuff.
Again, you showed me how to live. Time has taught me a lesson. Love holds all the cards. Focus on the things with meaning, and life won't be so hard. Now I'm seeing that bridge for the first time. The fog is lifted from the brain. The last great build of our time. For austerity became a game. This world turns away from beauty, and variety's on decline. I need to remember what drew me to this bridge and its grand design. Golden Gate, I see a golden gate. Golden Gate, I see a golden.
Alright, everybody. That is going to be the end of this first episode. So the start of our little cattle ranch and horse, I guess cattle and horse ranch series here up in the mountains. So this is kind of the open space we have at the moment.
And thanks for hanging out. If you want to follow the series along, hit subscribe to the channel. Like the video, I'd greatly appreciate it. And I'm looking forward to seeing you next time. Next episode, we unfortunately are just going to be trying to clear out some more trees to get some more money. We got to get these wrapped. And we need to get some cattle here as quick as we can. And hopefully we could do that sooner than later. So in the next episode, we're just going to keep on keeping on. Yeah. See you then.